episode.
All right, here we are at episode 32.5.5.
We'll just keep adding points on as we keep not doing plot-related things.
Oh, hang on. What's the number at? Fucking 85.7256.
Was that a star date?
You're looking at
No,
the
that's-
Sombra countdown.
Yeah, I'm looking at the Sombra counter. What are the extra numbers even fucking for?
Maybe that's part of the mystery.
I guess. Just say 85%.
All right, pool time. What's everybody doing at the pool?
Relaxing.
Can I roll to get
Jesus,
drunk?
relaxing. Do you propose this?
Are there any girls there?
Never mind. If there are liquors, like definitely we'll partake in some liquors.
Would you have to roll a morality die?
This is a noble household. There is always liquor a short ways away. Except for maybe from wherever they store the security stuff. No, wait, no, they still have stuff they've confiscated.
Yeah, definitely we'll imbibe.
I'm gonna roll every die to see if I get drunk. 1 success, 6 advantage, a triumph, and a despair.
Yeah, that sounds about right for a night drinking with Sliss.
Why? I didn't even tell you a difficulty or red dice to roll. How did
No,
you?
I
get to
rolled
this
all
point?
of them.
Oh, okay.
It was 5 red, 5 purple, 5 black.
Wow, good job.
Kevin, put us back on track, or I'm just gonna keep saying stupid shit.
All right. The servants bring you out cheap beer and wine, at least store brand.
I doubt Sliss even notices.
Yeah, they don't figure anybody's going to notice.
It's all exotic. This is a planet I've never been to before.
Touche.
Yeah, that's why whenever you go somewhere, you should look and see who, what do the locals drink and why. But all right, did anybody have any particular scenes here?
Roland's gonna go to one of the people, is going to try and charm some information out of the servants. He's gonna see if he can find someone who knows what happened to the Brants. Actually, let's start with something easy. He's going to ask somebody about the Tamos family, because he's like, I don't believe I've had the pleasure of meeting their acquaintance. Can you tell me about them?
Sure. Are you asking someone from the family, or?
If one of them seems amenable, otherwise he'll just ask one of the other servants.
Yeah, they seem fine. You meet with a young man who, can barely look you in the eye, but yeah, you get a little bit out of him. He tells you about how the, he says, what do you want to know about us?
Oh, I'm just, it seems that I'm curious. How did you come to be employed by our household? I've been away for some time. I'm a little out of the loop.
Well, let's see, great cousin? He apparently he went to work for your mother and with the Governor Chanka, and the rest of us were just kind of hired on too.
I see. I'm glad to hear of it. I hope they're treating you well here.
Yes, it's fine. I have no complaints.
Well, thank you all for your hard work. It's made this homecoming most enjoyable for me.
Good, good. He nods and smiles. Welcome back.
Thank you.
And then he disappears into the one of the kitchens.
Yeah, he'll go back to chatting with his friends at the poolside.
Did you take care of the business you were looking into?
Oh, not quite. It's odd. Some of the staff that I am familiar with are no longer here, and I was chatting with that young man. But his family has taken seems to have taken many of the positions. I hadn't recognized any of them as being here before, so I was curious. Apparently he has a cousin that works for my mother. Must have made quite the impression if more of the family got jobs around the house.
I see. What of the other servants?
Yes, that would be the question. That young man did not seem like he would know. I might have to ask one of the older servants, though. Most of those left are not ones that were particularly fond of me, so I may have my work cut out for me in that regard. But we'll see. Who knows, as they say, time heals all wounds. Perhaps absence has only made them grow fonder of me.
Definitely just kind of gives him a look.
You are right. There's no way to grow fonder of me than to be in my presence. He just grins at all of them.
Never change.
Well,
Why would you wish that?
For Schadenfreude purposes.
I would agree to your request, but I think it might be awkward if I meet my mother or have any formal gatherings in my bathing suit.
It may change the course of such meetings.
Perhaps for the better.
Wear these sunglasses. Sure, you're a rebel without a cause.
I believe for a period of time we were rather rebels with a cause.
Definitely goes into deep thought. Hapes hasn't been affected by the Mandalorian War, has it?
They are not part of the Republic. We would have no reason to be... The Mandalorians would not have reason to attack us. Or so I would assume.
With a Sith Lord or former Sith Lord at their helm, I do not believe... they would need a reason.
Perhaps in time you would be correct. However, it is perhaps not nearly as large as the Republic. the Apes Consortium would. I still think it would be a tactical blunder to pick a fight with them while still at war with the Republic.
Of course. I was just curious.
But no, I have not seen any sign of their. I have not seen any sign of Mandalorian interference. Well, he kind of pauses for a minute. If anything, it's entirely possible. If not that I know if there's any such dealings going on, but we are a neutral system. It would not be out of the question for someone to have dealings with the Mandalorians, just purely business.
Indeed. It does remind me, though, as far as business goes,
Yes.
I do not know if this is something you would like to use to your advantage. But I had done some digging into what the consortium doesn't have that the Amau family could provide.
Is that so?
Yes. Ships, naval ships, for the most part, as well as exotic foods. These are both things that the consortium is missing. Defensively, they haven't. They don't have much.
May I be frank with you?
Of course.
Well, I had certainly hoped I could use such a possibility to sway my mother if that it would be worth her time to set aside social prejudices. I fear that with the crown princess currently without a crown prince, there will be no convincing her.
Then you believe that she has pulled you back for...
Yes, I am quite certain that the reason she has called me back is she hopes to set me up as the crown prince.
And if she intends to do that, what will you do?
That is a very good question. Forgive me, I do not have an answer to it yet.
You know that I will accept any answer you have.
Thank you. That means a lot. I may not be fond of this entirely of this position, but this is still my family. If I were given that opportunity and were to turn it down or otherwise ruin it, I would be doing them a great disservice. And that is not an easy choice to make. But we shall see. It may be If I am to be honest, it may be overly optimistic to think that myself, who was a runaway vagabond ne'er-do-well, I am certain in the eyes of the nobility, would have much of a chance. It is likely a long shot, but one I suppose my mother must make. But I suppose we'll see, when she arrives tomorrow, what her plan is. For all I know, it could all be a pretense, since she has another reason for wanting me here.
Let us hope. And she will sip her drink and sink a little into the water.
All right. Any other scenes?
Nope.
All right, let's say the night starts to get on. And what are everybody's sleeping arrangements going to be?
Did we all get our own rooms?
Yeah, there are smaller rooms across from Roland's suite.
And heck yeah, I get my own room.
Roland obviously is in his own room.
Unless otherwise hinted or requested, Deverly takes her own room.
Alone.
DJ doesn't sleep because he's working. Rexo doesn't sleep because Rexo doesn't sleep.
Sliss sleeps because what she's really got to worry about while she's sleeping, huh?
Maybe someone will take a leg this time.
God damn it!
Something to worry about.
You'd think I'd feel that.
Well, there's a special kind of tranquilizer, only for lizards. Big lizards. I don't know where I'm going with this. Continue.
All right, so assuming DJ's working late, he doesn't have a reason to sleep anyway. But, all right,
Definitely meditates for a little bit before going to sleep, just to further clear her head.
everybody roll perception against 4.
Oh, hey, I actually put a lot of points into that. And I think I get bonuses to that, didn't I? Yes. Uncanny Senses gives me a boost die.
Just nothing.
1 success, 1 advantage.
Okay, so just so I make sure I did this right, I have 2 in cunning and 3 in perception. Would that be 2 green dice, 3 yellow?
No,
Sure,
that would be
no.
2 yellow, 1 green.
Yeah,
2
2
yellow,
yellow,
1
1 green.
Thank you.
I must say that is the most surprising stat I have ever heard from anyone.
What's let's rolling 3 whole dice for perception?
Not even just rolling 3 dice, but having 3 points in the skill of perception.
Look, Sliss needs to be able to notice something to hit it.
Yeah, it was a part of the Marauder thing, fucking cunning and shit. I'm cunning as fuck. 4 successes and 3 threat.
Oh, yeah. DJ, roll perception.
Well, maybe I assume is DJ working overnight
Oh, does this not apply to him if he's back on the ship? Yeah, I suppose he'd be working on the ship, wouldn't he, if he's working overnight?
Or in the garage, most likely.
Yeah, if we're
garage is-
not done by then yeah.
Actually, while we're at it, tell me about this gun.
He made a basic pistol instead of a stun setting. It's a blaster pistol instead of a stun setting. It has a long range on it.
Wow, nice. What does the gun look like?
It probably looks more like an old school revolver than a regular blaster does. Just because that's the aesthetic that he likes. Obviously, it doesn't actually... Well... Nah, fuck it. Like... Let's see. I guess if he's using standard issue blast packs or whatever...
You could rig up something where it has a spinning chamber or something for power packs if you want.
Are you going to try and make it an actual slug thrower for him?
I can make a slug thrower. It's actually easier to make a slug thrower than a blaster.
Huh. Makes sense, I suppose.
I just want it to look more like something you'd like. Kind of like a heavy revolver-esque shape. But obviously without the revolving part. A little bit more future. Has some bleep blops and bloop blops and stuff on it, you know.
You need to save the revolver, the spinny part, for having a stun setting, so you actually spin the chamber to switch it from stun to blast.
You shot him with the normal setting? There was like a 6% chance of that happening. Who taught you math? All right, so you probably started around 3 p.m., so how long was it going to take?
You said 10 hours, I believe.
10 hours. All right, say it took another 2 hours for festivities and such, and you'll be wrapping up around 3 a.m.
Okay.
Which is about the same time as this check, but you're not at that place.
Right now.
Everybody else is sleeping.
DJ will just wander into the scene at some point with an extra gun.
Yeah.
All right, so what did James get? Oh, wow. Okay, Sliss notices it. Sliss notices it real well.
I say I got nothing.
You failed a perception check?
Not that great a perception.
Really?
I've got decent cunning and decent perception, but not for difficulty decent.
Fair enough.
Oh, instantly before this, because I totally forgot that I have this. Since she did meditate before going to sleep, could I use foresee? This wouldn't help in this particular check, but it would give me some clues for stuff to come into the future.
I don't know. What does foresee do?
May spend 1 force to receive a vague hint of what is to come one day into the future.
I would just assume you would have had to do that at the time.
Right. Oh, I said she was meditating before bed. But that's fine.
Yeah, that's fine. So you
Okay.
spend a point?
Yeah, let me roll. Yeah. Yeah,
Okay.
give me a vague hint of something to come into the future tomorrow.
All right, you have a dream of a spider collecting an insect from a web.
Okay.
All right, so I guess we'll start with Sliss's improbable results.
I'm good at things that aren't just punching.
Yeah, but even with the dice you rolled, that was a pretty good result.
I know. I'm sorry.
For
It's
well, you
okay.
did get 3 threats, so your situation ain't gonna be perfect.
Yeah, most of the purple were thread except for one. One was just blank.
All right, you hear. It's almost more like sensing footsteps down the padded carpet outside, down the hallway. It's not the same as the servants you've heard.
It sounds heavier.
No, it's lighter.
Hmm.
Extremely light.
Like someone's trying to be sneaky.
Yes, someone is attempting to make no noise as they move. And you look at the clock. The clock says 3:08.
The witching hour.
Not even close.
I was about to say, when is the witching hour in your clock?
Shh. I come from a different planet, okay?
All right, so you hear the footsteps come to right outside your door where they stop. And then after a second you see a faint green light across the door.
Hmm.
And then you can hear the figure move on.
Like I was scanned, like my door was scanned or something.
Yeah, potentially.
Okay. I'm gonna send a message to the group. Do we have a group chat? I assume we do.
I
Beep,
mean,
beep.
we have comlinks.
Yeah.
Another thing happens also. Rexo, the warning box you have shakes you awake with a jolt to your wrist.
All right, I'll stand up and get near the door.
That was from the. It's alerted that there's a new blaster within range.
Right.
Shortly thereafter, you get a message from Sliss.
I think someone's checking our doors. Is that a usual policy in your household?
I'll say at this point, everybody wakes up.
Checking the doors.
I'm gonna go ahead and assume that this is not a usual policy as far as Roland is aware.
No, it's not.
What weapons were we allowed to keep again?
Pretty much anything that wasn't. Like, I don't think anybody brought in rifles egregiously, but
I mean, I've got a rifle and a vibro axe and a knife. Those are my things.
Man,
they would have
someone
looked
needs someone to
askance
make
at
him
it.
a pistol.
I guess everybody has all their weapons. They just really look askance at something the size of a vibro axe or a rifle.
Devithwy will approach her door and will try to reach out through the force to see if someone is coming.
Okay. What does that entail?
I can sense all living beings in short range. And I succeeded doing that.
Okay. Yeah, there is a living being in the hallway outside.
I'm going to try and sneak out and pursue them.
Okay.
Let's say, all right, I'll hold off when I was gonna do that. Which was just have Roland burst out and be like, "Who are you and what are you doing in my house?"
Okay, so are you communicating with each other? What? I'll say shortly after Sliss wakes up, there's the faint green light across Roland's door.
For the moment, he's going to wait with a blaster at the he will grab his blaster and wait and see if they basically take cover, see if they come in.
Okay.
I'm gonna start heading in
All right.
quietly.
I will
Yeah, you are about 200 feet away through several hallways.
Okay, I'll get close to the hallway and then start being quiet.
Okay.
I will pursue.
All right. The green light passes over Rexo's door.
Right. Not too long
What is-
after.
Actually, what's everybody's physical? What's Rexo's physical position?
Let's see.
I assumed the way you described it, you were
Yeah.
like taking cover like right next to the door, waiting to surprise anyone who'd come in.
Sorry, what did Sliss say?
People
I
were
said-
scanning our room.
I said, I think someone's checking the doors. That's it.
Then I'll wait for the scan to pass while still in bed.
Okay.
And then
Oh.
pop the door open and pursue after.
Okay. After
You're
about
assuming-
15 seconds, there's a scan on Devithwee's door.
Okay. I was gonna say actually she might have tried to see if there's some place that she could. Oh no, that's fine. Never mind. She'll send a message on her data pad, just asking course of action.
If they didn't put a bomb on my doorknob, then guess there's nothing too wrong with it.
I will say this was not standard procedure when last I was here.
Can someone check if there's a bomb on my doorknob?
I would have to leave the room.
Would I assume that Roland's on like the end of the hallway? Actually, is that Roland's like on the end of the hallway or something?
Basically,
Or-
he's in one side of the hallway, whereas the other side is Sliss, then
Yeah.
Rexo, then Devithwee.
Uh,
So basically, it was if Sliss's room was towards the top of the hall, then Devithwee's is towards the bottom of the hall, and they were scanned in order.
I think I'm going to take a peek, see if it's someone I recognize. And yeah, he will try and quietly open his door and see what is going on in this hallway.
All right.
Stealth, I would assume.
Yeah, roll stealth against 4, or rather 2 purple and 2 red.
Me too, I
Okay.
assume.
Yeah.
Good, I'll be the distraction when you actually succeed.
Right, so I'm going to use my my Master of Shadows ability.
And we have determined they are organic, right?
Yes, they are a living being.
2 boost die to my stealth check.
When you decrease difficulty, does it make a red go to a purple or drop a purple off?
Red to purple. If you downgrade.
It just says decrease the difficulty.
Oh, then you
Oh.
drop a purple.
Yeah, downgrade is a step low. It changes a dice down. So it's 2 red and 1 purple if you're decreasing difficulty.
Okay.
All right, what are results?
Uh, 1 triumph, 1 threat.
No success, though?
No, I had a success and a triumph that was canceled out by 2 failures.
Success and 3 advantage.
So at least I'm going to call that if is a bomb Roland somehow does not get blown up.
Okay, both of you roll perception against, I'll say roll perception against 1 purple and 2 red. Rexo, roll against 2 red.
Alrighty. Oh, that wasn't great. 3 advantage and 4 failure.
Okay.
That was all advantage on my positive dice.
I got a weirder one. 4 success and 4 threat.
4 success and 4 threat.
We cancel each
Something-
other out.
Something extra to roll in.
All right, Roland, you look outside and you spot a defense droid at the end of the hallway. It doesn't seem to be aware of anything.
New protocols, perhaps.
Yeah, you see no one near the rooms. Rexo, as you look outside, you see a woman in essentially dark red combat armor braced against the ceiling across the hallway.
Are they right above Roland?
Yes, they are right above Roland.
Roland. Roland is obliviously standing underneath this person, going to the comlink. False alarm. I think it was just a droid doing some scanning.
Yes, get back in your room.
He nods and then will closes the door and goes back inside.
I assume I turned in my rifle and my vibro axe. I'll pull out the vibro knife.
Okay.
Does the defense droid, like, was it there when we came in?
Yeah, it was posted at the end of the hallway.
Yeah, we did see the security droids.
All
That
right.
is- that is normal.
All right, I'll step up to the I'll step up towards the woman in red.
Okay. As of yet, she's not aware of you.
Wait
Unless
for her
you
to come.
choose to be aware.
Nah,
choose
wait
to
for her to
live
come
anywhere.
down.
Okay. Yeah, you can't get a good look in the darkness, but you can see a faint hint of red and see her braced across the ceiling. She drops down where she is silently, landing on bent knees and one hand touching the ground to catch her. The ceilings themselves are 15 feet high at this area.
I'll try to knock a leg out from under her as she comes
Okay.
down.
All right, roll brawl plus 2 boost dice.
Cool. Against the typical 2.
I'll say it is.
Or like a nemesis of some sort.
Well, at the very least, that armor is probably doing something.
I probably
Yeah.
step back.
It's the 2 red and 2 black
Jeez.
is what you roll against.
Let's see. So I've got no brawl. I've got full 4 brawn. Thank you, armor. Success, 2 advantage.
Okay, how much damage is that?
How's that work again? Just your brawn and damage plus your
Thanks.
successes.
Yeah, for basic fist attacks, or unarmed attacks, it's brawn plus.
So that's
success?
6 damage. Or
Okay.
5 damage.
Right, and Yeah, as she comes down, you kick at her calf and hit her with a good hit that she lands. She twists over as you kick her leg out from under her, but she sticks her other arm behind her and kicks off with her remaining foot and flips over her hand, landing straight up. But you definitely left her some bruises.
Impressive.
You can see a little better now with the figure closer. She's dressed in red combat armor, not too dissimilar from your own. A light laminate with a noise dampening field attached to it.
Okay.
And it appears to have some sort of powered servos in the joints. You can also see she's got a heavy blaster on one hip and some sort of pistol on the other hip, whose make you don't recognize immediately, as well as a wicked-looking vibro sword across her back. Her face is covered in a featureless dome-style helmet.
I don't suppose this is going to work, but drop your weapons and surrender?
She reaches down towards her belt.
I'm going to go for an attack.
Okay. All right. Roll.
Does Roland notice any of this? Having
Get back in your
Shut-
room.
shut his door over somewhat recently.
I'll say. Well, how loud is Rexo talking for one?
As quietly as possible. I'm not entirely trusting of the security robot either.
I mean, if you want to say Roland doesn't notice the thing, what's going on is too quiet, that's fine. I'm just curious.
I mean,
I'll say
like
everybody who's still in a room is pretty on edge, so everybody can roll perception against 2 to try to hear what's going on in the hallway.
and to be fair, I just made made her fall badly from 15 feet. Probably a small thump there.
Yeah, that's what I mean. There is some noise, and everybody's already on edge listening to the hallway. So
Hey, guess what? Remember how I rolled really well last time?
Totally failed this time, didn't
Nah,
you?
just one advantage. But I think that's really funny narratively. Like, Sliss is woken up from a dead sleep because she hears a little pitter patter, and then she's just like, whatever.
There's a fight going on in the hallway, and she's like, that's nothing.
I'm sure that's fine.
Just eats an entire
yeah.
apple whole.
DJ, you are currently about 50 feet from the suite of bedrooms.
Okay, let me know when I see a thing and what I see.
Okay.
Yeah, Roland gets 2 successes. I'd imagine he's like standing over his bed about to climb back in and being like, huh.
Yep. All right. I will say that everybody. You know what? I'll just say, DJ, DJ roll stealth against 2 red and 2 purple.
Wow, that's unfortunate. Precisely 2 threat.
Precisely 2 threat.
Yep.
Okay. In that case, you walk around the corner to the hallway and see Rexo standing next to a female figure in red armor. But you will have one setback on your initiative roll, which everybody who is aware rolls initiative now.
Okay, and that is for this. I think it's going to be vigilance.
Vigilance for everybody in this case.
Okay.
Huh. Well, 2 success.
Also 2 success.
All right, I'm back. All right, so 2 success, 1 advantage, 2 success. Which of the two of you has a higher? Is vigilance based on willpower?
Yes.
Okay, which of the two of you has a higher willpower?
2.
Also 2.
1 vigilance.
2 vigilance.
Okay,
Well, remember, don't we just like choose among the party who takes what slot anyway?
that's right. People can choose to give up their slots for other people at the start of combat. Except Sliss in this case. Sliss will roll and enter next round. All right. As you go for the strike, what is your defense? Melee defense.
1, but I'm also going to take a dodge incidental.
Okay. And were you going at her with your fist or the knife?
Knife.
Okay.
My dodge incidental will let me upgrade the difficulty twice,
Okay.
and I have 1 defense normally, I believe.
Okay, so your defense is 2 red and 1 black. Is that what I'm getting?
Actually, no, I've got no defense. Just two red.
Really? No defense from your armor?
Laminated armor's all soak.
Did you
Oh, okay.
sleep in your armor anyway?
Yeah, that's
Yes.
been a thing forever.
Oh yeah, that's right. he
Rexo
does
sleeps in his armor.
That's right.
One sec, I need to grab the book. It's been a little while since I did this combat stuff.
She stabs you so hard, all of your organs pop out.
But
Roll
it
in your
seems
character.
unlikely.
Every single organ, just explosively.
That's
I'm
that's
gonna
where
see if I can-
Rhodians keep all their organs, right?
I'm gonna
Just
see if I
right
can
there.
knock her out with this hit.
Yeah, that's the thing. Like, Sliss might not have realized that there's something happening, but once she hears blaster fire and she opens the door, she's gonna be like, "Y'all good? Can I go? Can I go back to sleep?" It's taken care of. It's one dude. Wake me when there's at least 50.
Rowan rather wants to know who is sneaking around his house, so he'll
All right, I reduce setbacks when I'm attacking through darkness. Nice.
So I'm trying to find the. I remember unarmed strikes are considered to have inherent traits. I just can't remember what they are, and I'm trying to find
Knockdown and
disorient,
thing.
maybe.
I think the
I think so.
Okay. You go in with the knife, and she uppercuts you in the jaw,
Okay.
dealing 6 damage and flipping you upside down.
So dealing me 0 damage, but flipping me upside down.
Yeah, 6 strain damage, I should say.
So dealing me 0 damage, but flipping me upside down.
Yep. And then, oh, what the hell? 1 second.
I'm so sorry, guys. That was me. That like brief beeping that you heard in the
Yeah,
background.
stop trying to steal Kevin's car.
I'm like this whole game. I've been like next to Kevin's apartment, just like trying to steal his car.
Damn it, Nate.
We picked a bad damn time to finish it. My car doesn't even have an alarm.
He put that in for you.
I say, warning all of the thieves who listen to the podcast.
There you have it. Find Kevin, find his car. It's yours.
You'd probably be doing me a favor. I'm insured. It's worth more gone than in my possession.
I love it when that happens. That's
Yeah.
that was the situation with the cutlass, actually.
Yeah, and then she is a maneuver distance away down the hallway immediately after striking you.
I can make that up with some strain spend.
Devithwee's turn.
Okay.
Now say, DJ, you just saw that exchange.
DJ whistles appreciatively.
Okay,
This is sick uppercut.
Devithwee is going to swing out of the room. There's like open the door real quick and dash into the hallway and do like a slide. See exactly what's going on, and hold out both hands and silhouette. The person is silhouette 1, aren't they?
Person is what?
Is the person silhouette 1?
Oh, they're normal
Yes.
person sized.
Yeah, the normal person size. Yeah.
Yeah. So,
Okay. In that case, I will. Yeah, she'll hold up both hands and then like pull her into a wall.
Okay.
Using the force. So that's a discipline check against 1 plus force dice. Her discipline is 2 proficiency, 1 ability, and a boost. Okay. Success. Then, what does that do again? Okay, so can actually get the range. So it costs 2 force points to get into affect medium range. The silhouette 2. Okay, so basically that and then turns out to that turns out to 10 damage total. Yeah, it says 10 damage, and then I'll pass on a. What can I do with advantage again? I can pass on a boost.
2 advantage for a boost to a particular person, 1 for the next person to go.
I'll pass on an advantage to Rexo, and then an advantage to DJ. As she grabs the person out of the air invisibly and slams him into a wall.
okay. Yeah, she's running away, and you slam her, and Sliss, you hear a big thump as a body slams against the wall of your room. But she takes it to her shoulder, spins once, and gets back on track to keep running.
Oh no. This one is not getting away.
DJ's turn.
Isn't it PC's turn?
Well, it's DJ's turn. He can give it up for somebody if he wants.
Barely matters, right?
Yeah, I mean,
Um,
she went first, so pretty much everybody else was going in the interim. Yeah, she is now at medium range down the hallway. Rexo is at short range. She's at medium range on the other side of him.
Josh wouldn't shoot this person because he doesn't know who this person is. I don't think DJ has that compunction. So he's going to draw down and open up.
I think it's important. DJ, you can barely see her. You see more of a blob than a person.
Huh.
You can roll mechanics or computers against 3 if you want.
Yeah, roll mechanics. 3 successes.
3 successes. Okay, you recognize it as electronic baffling. Essentially, it's a coating for the armor that interferes with the common types of receptors in electronic eyes. So you have difficulty
annoying.
seeing her.
Okay. Well,
No mechanical benefits because you can still make out where she is generally, but
Yeah.
it's because you have advanced eyes.
I'm going to shoot her. And I'll just shoot her. I don't care.
Okay.
And is she my operating difficulty or is there anything?
Let's see. 2 purple for range.
Mhm.
Upgraded twice into reds, and also 2 black setback dice.
Woof. Okay. I guess I'll take. Well, that's interesting. Advantage, 1 triumph, and 1 despair.
Okay, an advantage, a triumph, and a
successes.
despair.
Somehow.
Was that not a hit then?
It was not a hit.
Okay, you still can spend a triumph for most incidental things. Let me look up the chart.
You can upgrade
Where's
someone's
she headed?
check. Just
She's headed towards the hallway at the opposite end, towards one of the droid security guards. It's worth noting the droid has not responded to anything.
Yeah, because I can't see her. Oh, how about I don't hit, but it's specifically when dealing damage to a target, although something vital.
Also, incidentally, you have a blaster misfire and have to clear the power pack and replace it before you can use the gun again.
Dagnabbit. Okay. Luckily, I do have an extra thing. I guess. Oh, how about I hit the droid, which causes it to malfunction and start hurtling towards her at max speed. Which, if she gets out of the way, will probably be a problem for us too.
that does not sound like a triumph, especially considering she is.
That sounds like a triumph.
She judo flipped over everything.
Yeah, but she's not expecting this. And it makes that like R2D2 like weird, creepy, like sound.
Okay, I mean the combat droids are humanoid figures, so they're not gigantic.
talk
But
about-
you can still engage it and have it move towards the hallway if you want.
I mean, that's less fun. Oh, I hit some kind of sprinkler, and that starts fucking up her baffling.
Sure, you can hit a sprinkler.
Yeah, I'll do that then. If that would fuck
What's that?
with her baffling.
Yeah, it will interfere with the baffling, and it will also make it, say, it's probably about even in terms of you perceiving them, but
Mhm.
it'll make her noticeable to the security droids.
Exactly. Yeah. And then I'll pass a boost to the next person on our team that goes.
Okay.
Then did Kevin decide what the despair goes to?
Yeah,
Out
my
of
gun's out of ammo.
Oh,
Or blast or misfire has to be replaced. The power pack, anyway.
ah,
I won't assume that you like forgot to put a live power pack in your gun. Right, next up is Roland, I think.
all right. I guess he is going to exit the room and see what the hell is going on.
All right, well, you take your maneuver to get out to the door. You can see Rexo is like lying on his chest in front of the room. The figure is running down the hall. DJ just fired several shots, and one of them hit the sprinkler, so now water's pouring down on everything in the hallway.
I guess he's gonna try and give chase.
Okay.
Oh, I do not have the stats for that. Hey, you know what? We'll take a pot shot, stun shot at her.
Okay.
So, what is the difficulty again? For that, she's at medium range from us, short range from us.
She's a short range from you, so it's 2 purple, 1 red, and 2 black.
Ooh,
Or no,
that
sorry,
is-
one purple, 1 red, and 2 black.
Okay. Not gonna be the easiest shot, but we'll give it a try. I don't give it anything that uses, yeah. And I get a boost from DJ though. Nope. Failure, 1 advantage. So Roland misses. I'll just pass a boost along to the next person, I suppose.
Okay. Yeah, you send several shots down the hall, but they go wide in the now downpour. Rexo's turn.
Thank God. All right. I'm going to spend 2 strain to get the additional action. I'll make I'll use 1 to hop up, 1 to maneuver after her, and then finally make that attack I was meaning to make.
Okay.
Let's see. How are we doing on destiny points?
They haven't changed, which I think makes it. I don't have that
Yeah,
record.
we haven't spent any.
4 and 4, I think it was.
Cool. I'm gonna spend 2.
2.
I
You spent 2 at once.
On my special abilities, yeah.
Okay. Go for it.
Are you gonna use your like signature move?
I don't get a signature move because the Bounty Hunter book hasn't come out yet.
Oh,
It is the only one that hasn't come out.
alas.
But I will use my. It's still the 2 reds and a black, right?
Yes.
So I'll use the advantage to gain my 3 advantage to gain some strain back. But I do 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and then add another 8 from the 2 abilities I just used.
Okay, wait, what the hell are you using?
I'm using targeted blow to add my agility to my damage, and soft spot to add my cunning to my damage.
Wow, okay.
So yeah, that is 14 strain damage, pierce 2.
14 strain damage, Pierce 2?
Yep.
Okay, you charge after her, and you basically you crack her across the back of the head, and she falls and rolls forward, but slips as she tries to get up before she manages to stand up again. You can see that she's visibly breathing hard and struggling.
Surrender now, or I'll chase you again.
She looks at you and then turns and continues.
Oh, my lord.
All right, Sliss, roll vigilance.
Okay. Vigilance. Okay. Against or just straight?
Just vigilance.
Got it. 3 successes, 2 advantage.
3 successes and 2 advantage.
That's right.
Okay. You will actually go second then.
Neat.
Jeez.
Yeah, the figure takes off down the hallway, pushing themselves hard as you watch her slow down a little bit. And let's see. The droid actually shoots her in the chest as she's running.
Ow.
Whoa! Coming out of nowhere.
Well,
Yeah, the droid sticks its arm up, the fingers and hand fold down, and it fires a blaster bolt out of its wrist, and it catches her in the chest, and her right shoulder twists back as she takes the hit, but she keeps running.
I mean, I know it doesn't have a personality, but I kind of just want to imagine this droid that's just like lounging in a chair, kind of looking like it's sleeping with its arms folded, and just raises a hand, shoots, and hits her in the chest.
I mean, it was standing, but yeah, it probably wasn't moving much. Just
Lazy night guard droid.
All of the night's work, madam.
well, I can still catch up to her.
Yeah, she turns and
I
she
got you.
turns at the end of the hallway by the droid, and limps slightly out the side, and you can hear so you can't hear anything yet. She turns around the corner at the end of the hallway. It's Sliss's turn.
I'm gonna open my door. Did anyone find a bomb or anything? What the hell's happening out here?
Assassin.
Assassin?
you're certain.
Did she? Because it looked like she just cold clocked you. Cold cocked.
We're not talking about this right now.
Spy at the very least, but we want to speak with her alive.
Where'd she go?
Down that way. Give me a moment.
Roland just points.
Well, while you're taking that moment, I'll see if I can catch up with her.
Okay, you can take a maneuver, a second maneuver to get to the end of the hallway.
Okay.
Yeah, if you spend 2 strain on the maneuver, you can still do an action at that point.
You know what? That sounds good.
Okay.
I see her.
Yeah, you get to the end of the hallway, You turn around, you turn the corner, and you see an open skylight with a rope inside that she's grabbed onto.
What can I roll to tug on the rope and bring it down?
Probably be athletics. Unless it's some sort of vibro rope.
Vibro rope.
Vibrope.
Space rope, you know how it is.
I'll say with a destiny point, you can roll in athletics.
May I?
Please don't bring down part of our ceiling.
Team? May I?
To be fair, one of our team members has already spur of the moment shot at your sprinkler system.
Well, that's much easier fixed.
Really?
I'm gonna
It's
flip
like a
the destiny
plumbing
point.
system up there.
I'm gonna flip the destiny point.
Yeah, it's a lot easier to heal a crack in the ceiling than to recarpet this hallway, which is what's going to have to happen.
I can do that.
Touche.
Let's see. How much am I fucking rolling for athletics again? 5 brawn, 3 athletics, so that's
That's 2 greens, 3
green,
yellows.
3 yellow. What's my difficulty? To tug a rope
Difficulty is
with a person on it.
3.
3 successes and a triumph.
It's pretty good.
Can I use my triumph to catch her bridal style?
Well, you managed to grab the rope and you pull down, and you lift up a little bit.
Oh. Man, that's on there good.
Well, you're pulling directly at a high-tech rope, but more importantly, you can see up above it is anchored to a ship. A snub fighter is parked just above the roof.
Oh. Wow, look at that. I really, really, really hope
Maybe
that I ended up tugging the ship a little bit and, and someone is freaking out right now.
maybe use the triumph to catch up.
You know, that's a smart idea. Yeah, no. I'll climb this rope then. Just like in gym class. Transition gym class.
That's the thing, I'm sure. Just
Amanda, Amanda, are you gonna be mad if I pull her down?
And I'm left on the rope?
Yeah.
No.
Okay.
Yes, may I do that? May I use that triumph to climb the rope and get up there, catch up?
You can start climbing, but
Okay.
you're already at the end of your maneuvers for the turn.
That's fine. That's all right. I'm at least giving chase.
Okay.
And I end my turn.
All right. Next up is Divithui's turn.
Should have
Okay.
used the 3rd destiny point.
All right. I'll spend 2 strain to get get visible range. I guess is that what it is?
Yeah, take an extra maneuver and get
Yeah.
around the where Sliss is.
So basically, she just needs to be able to see her. She doesn't need to be in like close range with her. But yeah, she'll get in. She'll race down the hall, get a visible range, and then hold out both hands and give a yank.
Okay.
And I'm going to pull her off of the rope, and probably back down the hallway.
Okay.
We'll see how well it goes. Oh, it goes not that well, actually. Oh, it doesn't work at all. Well then, does that have anything? Wow, my actual beneficial dice didn't roll anything. All
It
blanks.
happens.
All blanks except for except for the one purple I was rolling against, which rolled a failure. Good job. Yeah, nothing happens. She tries to get a grip on her through the force, but is unable to.
Okay.
She pulls something else down instead.
Yeah, so you turn around the corner and with
It's
the
Sliss.
I didn't get
Despair.
Nah, but you know what? I haven't been using the dark side points much.
It's Sliss, isn't it?
Yeah, I will spend 2 dark side points. Treat that as a successful attack against Sliss.
Damn it.
Good, yes.
Just take 10. Just take 10 wounds.
Do I?
Probably not.
I mean, you'll probably reduce it by
I
your
was like,
soak, which
force-
is probably
Won't
like
take
6.
any.
I was gonna say first pull. I don't think deals 10 damage.
The thing that's being used here is their silhouette against whatever they hit. Their silhouette 1. So when you're pulling a person that's silhouette 1, like a distance against a wall, then it does 10 damage.
And in this case, it's the floor.
Yes.
I take 2 damage as I land on my spine.
I don't think that's a spine wound. I think that's like a minorly twisted ankle.
It's
you
a,
bruise
it's
your
a,
coccyx.
it's a swift crack of the back and a
That
bruised ass.
was not the body I was going for. I apologize.
DJ tries to get because it has plates, right?
What's that?
DJ is going to try to get the numbers off of that ship. It has plates, right?
Oh, yeah. I mean, it has a transponder and such.
Can you pick up the transponder from where you are?
Probably.
I say, remember, you're like 3 or 4 maneuvers away from where they are.
Transponders are from space to like space stations. Like they have really good distance.
Yeah, they broadcast.
I suspect
So-
the
Oh, they're going to be junk. They're fake and garbage, but it might give us something to work with.
I think if they're assassins, they're probably not broadcasting their transponder currently, at a guess.
But as soon as they get into open air, they'd have to, or else they'd get shot down by planetary defenses. So there aren't.
Unless they're ducking planetary defenses. Or bribing them, or otherwise circumventing them.
Yeah, I'll say if you want, you can pull out your scanner and scan for transponder signals.
Could be, though, if they are using a fake one that the estate recognizes as friendly, that you might pick something up.
Oh shit! Oh wait, I did have a force point. Oh, do I have a force point left? This one doesn't require a discipline roll. Can pull objects out of secure mountings or from an opponent's grasp.
I think if you were trying to do it against the opponent first, you can't recommit after failing.
Okay, well, I mean, I had that one didn't require a discipline roll. The discipline roll was the attack.
Right, but I assume it still required an action, I think is what he's getting at.
Yes,
Yeah.
I was saying I had the force point to commit, but yeah, all right. Just wondering.
Don't worry, I'm sure we'll get her.
If not,
If not tonight, then
if not, we have a droid that managed to duck assumably get a good enough look at her to take a shot, so he might have a face.
No, she's wearing a formless mask thing.
Oh, Well, at least we'll have
She's
a
wearing
good
like a domed helmet.
profile shot.
Yeah, so DJ, you can roll mechanics with a plus one boost bonus to try to identify transponder signals.
Okay, what difficulty?
Difficulty is 3.
Wow, okay. 6 successes, 1 advantage.
Okay.
You know every taxi currently running in the city.
All right, I'll say you detect the transponder for a light fighter, light fighter called the Red Sun. Sun is an SON. And I'll say with that many successes, you can also tell that there are some missing frequencies that indicate that it's a split transponder and only half of it's turned on right now.
Okay.
Which is itself highly illegal. You're never supposed to be allowed to turn off your transponder.
Yeah.
All right, Rexo's turn.
All right, same deal. I'm going to try and catch up.
Okay.
Let's see, how far...
I'm going to spend a dark side point.
on
Roll
what?
coordination.
Just step on me as you try to get it through the rope.
Coordination against 3.
Against the water on the ground?
No, actually.
Well, I get 3 boosts to it, at least.
Yeah, as you turn and barrel around the corner, there's the sound of a utility door opening next to you, at which point 2 droids come charging out of it.
4 success and an advantage. I'm not getting warped like this.
Not like this. Not with goofy shenanigans.
Yeah, you as the droids come running out, you actually slide through the water between their legs and come back up standing.
All right. Yeah, I'm gonna try and get far enough the rope that I can get an attack in.
Okay, well, with 2 maneuvers gets you to the bottom of the rope, and with an action you can start climbing or otherwise act.
And she got up there with two maneuvers.
She got there with 2 maneuvers and an action.
Yeah, I
She's
used
trained
that was my
herself.
athletics.
All right, fine. I'll spend an action, get as far up the rope as I can.
Okay.
Would that be an athletics check to see if I can overtake her, or just it happens?
Well, you can't really overtake her, but you can get right up behind her
Sure.
with an athletics check against 2.
Two success, 3 advantage.
Okay. Yeah, you get up the rope right behind her. You can almost grab at her feet. Next is... Oh, I think technically Roland goes first. Right?
mean, sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, sorry about that.
Well, that's all right. Roland is, for his part, mostly going to seeing that more droids have come out. He's basically going to start calling for like security and maintenance over his comlink.
Okay. Yeah, you can broadcast on public channels, although when you get on those channels, there are already calls out for it.
Right on. Well, I assume that there's like an estate security channel or something.
Yeah, and it's lit up.
Yeah, he'll talk. I guess. Yeah.
I guess one of the things you do here is, does anyone have eyes on Chanka?
I'm here. I am unharmed.
Could stay safe while we deal with this.
He's just gonna like squint and be like, right. I'm plenty safe. They're running away.
Okay.
Then he'll start walking towards the thing. He's sort of resigned that he's not going to catch up because
Yeah.
over
Rexo,
there anyway. But
you can see now the ship that's floating above you is a small starfighter, single person with a. It should be Silhouette 3. It is a starfighter. It's a little heavier armed than most that you see, and has heavier engines. It's designed in a sort of crescent shape, with the cockpit in the middle of the crescent on the inside, and the weapons on the arms, the crescent arms coming around.
Sure.
And you see it was painted red, but doesn't appear to have had fresh paint in 50 years.
Hmm.
And next is... It's everybody, isn't it? Yeah, her turn.
Mm-hmm.
She scrambles up the rope the rest of the way, and is standing on top of the ship, and she pops the cockpit open and sits down inside. And Sliss's turn.
Yeah, I ain't getting up there.
I am.
I give my turn to Rexo.
You can't at this point, unfortunately.
Well, okay.
Doesn't matter a whole lot. We're all going sequentially.
Yeah, okay. What can I do to help Rexo?
Grab the rope and shake it like a whip.
You
Wait,
know,
no,
actually,
don't
it's
do
still
that.
the rope is still attached, and she got into her ship.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Can I hold the rope to try to keep the ship from going anywhere?
You could maybe try and tie it to something that isn't 200 pounds.
You don't know how much I weigh.
I don't.
not enough.
Is there anything in this hallway that's like stable enough to tie it to?
Please do not pull apart
Um,
my house.
I'll say
You
you're on
advised
the
me, you know
second
what you were
floor.
asking for.
You're on the second floor, and you're not far from you're a couple feet from a banister that banister attached to a staircase. On the other
Oh.
side, there's a massive armoire.
I will loop it through the banister and tie it on the armoire. Can I do that?
Yeah, sure.
And then also hold it there.
All right. Roll coordination against.
Shit.
2.
All right, coordination. What is that attached to?
Agility.
You're rolling one die, aren't you?
Yeah. All right. I mean, I'm gonna give it an honest effort. Oh my god, one success.
Nice.
All you're doing is succeeding at ruining an armoire. I hope you're aware of this.
I'm tying a rope to it. There's nothing wrong with it. Also, I'm looping it around the banisters, so it's got like a little bit of leverage. And I'm also holding on to like the closest end by the banisters, so it's got to go through me, and then the banister, and then the armoire.
It's a starship, and it's going to do all of those things.
I think you're really overestimating the percentage of your help in this process.
So it's gonna be great. I had to do
All you're
something.
doing is pulling my house apart.
Well, you shouldn't have had an assassin in here. I hope you had insurance. Assassin
I
insurance.
am sure we have plenty of insurance. In fact, I wouldn't be surprised if assassin insurance is specifically a thing on apes.
Well, guess what? You're gonna need it. Call your local representative. Here we go.
What's your next action?
As a side note, Kevin, I've been making a lot of assumptions on apes based on what I know. So feel free to jump in and correct me if I say anything that's incorrect.
No, this is fine so far. I'll let you know if there's ever.
I guarantee
Okay.
you there's like political sabotage insurance.
I don't know who would want to get involved in that industry.
I'm a
loose
lawyer.
industry.
You could stay pretty impartial.
By the time someone needs to collect on the political sabotage insurance, they're no longer in a position to pay it.
So, Kevin.
Yeah.
I have a question.
Sure.
What would happen if... So, there's two questions. Has she buckled in yet?
She is, for all intents and purposes, pretty buckled in.
Damn it. That negates my second question.
Especially because from where you are, all you'd be able to see is the bottom of the ship.
Help me hold the fighter.
Well, no, the second question I had was, what would happen if I turned the ship upside down? Would she just kind of fall out?
Crash a ship into my estate.
Given that she could, at the spur of the moment, cling to a 15-foot high ceiling, I
Yeah.
get the feeling she'd be able to stay in somehow.
Yeah.
Also, around on the rope.
It's going to be a hell of a trip for Rexo.
Can you reserve an action to cut the rope when it starts pulling apart my house?
No dice. Sorry, kid.
Devithwy is going to, because I assume she's firing it up.
Yeah, well, the end. It's already on. Otherwise, it would be parked on the ship, on the house.
Okay. She's going to give. Actually, another question. From the bottom of the rope to the ceiling, what's the distance?
Um,
Like, what's the distance between the ship and the floor?
this between the ship and the floor is about 40 feet.
Okay, so not short range then. Okay. Yeah, I'll just give some resistance against the ship, and I'll try to just give it a tug.
Okay.
This one is not going to be damaging anything, so I'm not going to do the discipline part. Just giving it resistance.
Okay.
Okay. And I will take a strain and a dark side point. Or train in a conflict. As she she succeeds. Can move up to silhouette 4 with that at medium range. So she basically pulls it down very close to the roof,
Okay.
with it probably fighting against her.
Yeah.
She digs her heels in and pulls her hands into into fists while she's dragging it towards her.
Okay. Roland's turn.
Everyone's just gonna get there and assess what is going on.
Well, as you turn the corner, you can see that Sliss has tied the rope through a banister to an armoire.
And does
and
he
is
look
then
up and
actively
see
holding
that?
the rope?
Does he look up and see that this rope is attached to a starship?
You can see that now as the ship has been pulled down next to the roof.
Probably burning the roof a little bit.
Yeah, let's say the rest of the skylight is blown out by the force of the thrusters.
Ugh.
You've been here for like 8 hours.
This may work in your favor, though.
They might
Who's
ask
going
you
to
to
want you
leave.
around anymore?
We're helping.
Wait, the only thing he had to do to get out of this was be personally objectionable?
Shit.
Yeah, no, it's not going to be that easy.
If only.
There's only so much blame I can take for an assassin attacking our house, regardless of how much my allies may have contributed to the collateral damage.
All of it, actually. Every bit of it. The sprinklers, the skylight, the armoire soon.
It's gotta go through the banister first.
The banister.
I'm really, really tempted to have Roland just shoot the rope. Be like, no, please stop ruining my house.
Can't be that attached to it.
I am attached to the fact that I'm attached to myself, and I will be the one answering for your actions.
This is hilarious because, like, Roland's just like, oh, if there's any attempts taken on my life, it'll be something subtle, you know, no big deal. And we meet someone who's literally just scanned the doors and clung to the ceiling like a goddamn spider with fucking tearing up the small wing of the house. If you get poisoned, I'm gonna flip a goddamn table and burrow into the carpet.
This entire thing was a distraction. There's actually a nuclear warhead in Roland's backpack.
I understand I've been difficult to kill, but this seems like severe overkill.
I believe that Rexo can get her.
That's the plan.
I have pulled her closer to you.
All right, Rexo's turn.
You do
The ship
realize
is closer
that
to you now.
it is not. I was on the rope that
God
was attached to the ship,
damn you.
but I'm still getting in there.
Yes, it went lax, but you're able to.
I'm going to climb in the cockpit.
Yeah, just
Okay.
say that this is much less fun when it is my property being destroyed.
Well, I mean, the cockpit is like a fighter cockpit.
I know. I'm getting in the cockpit.
All right, I was going to give you. The cockpit is closing, so
I'm getting in the cockpit.
let me just give you your options.
Okay, I'm listening. It's one of them. Get in the cockpit.
It's one I had not considered as a possibility, but
Go on.
all right. So as you climb up and you're standing on the top, you can see you can either grab her sword. You can see there is there's a lunch. Basically the containers for a small lunch in a little bin to the side of the cockpit.
I can take her lunch.
You can take her eating lunch.
You can tell a lot about a person based on what
You
they
can
pack
take
for
her lunch and eat it.
Like, the lunch is not my priority right now.
Just right in front of her, just demoralize her.
And to be fair, this is mostly a point of pride for you at this point, it sounds like. And so I think stealing her lunch would make you feel better.
This is
Alright.
personal. This is professional.
I'll
bump
give
your
you
helmet
Say
off.
that,
I'll give you this
but you're
because
complaining about getting wharfed.
I'll give you this because you are a bounty hunter. I won't make you roll for this, but you have collected DNA samples from lunch wrappers before.
Yeah, I was thinking about that. It's just not high on my list of priorities.
You can try to hit her, or you can apparently you can dive into the cockpit, whereupon you will be like crushed up against her.
Hello.
Where are we going?
A lot easier to use a knife than a gun when you're sharing a fighter cockpit with someone. I'm getting in the cockpit.
All right, so
I hope this is the point you slide off the ship. I'm not gonna lie.
okay, roll coordination against 3.
Can I
Take
use Can I use a destiny point, guys?
Use as many as you want.
I think this time I can only use the one, but
Yeah, you can only use 1.
I'm gonna go get water because I'm dying now.
Mandy, you're gonna miss this.
Oh, fuck, you're
4
right.
successes.
All right, as the cockpit closes, you wriggle inside it. You are essentially crushed over her head. Your knees are on the panel instrument. Your arms are like stuck above the seat. You can't fight. Neither can she.
This is how Rexo dies in a fiery ship crash because he crawled into a too small cockpit.
And the ship bursts forward.
This is what I was hoping.
She is like the throttle. All right, so Sliss, roll. I don't even know.
Brawl.
Resilience?
Oh, let's just look from the beginning.
Resilience?
Water is pouring everywhere. The ship takes off into the sky. All the slack goes out of the rope very quickly. Everybody can hear the banister creak.
I think
Oh, I was just going to break the rope, but one of our companions is aboard that ship now.
I like to imagine Roland saw Rezo slip in there and just he makes his face.
can I
It's like clicks his tongue or something like, well.
can I use the thing where I detach the rope?
No, it's too late for that.
Now I'm gonna brawl resilience. What is it? Oh,
The strategy now is to not have your head removed by the banister.
Yeah. Roll resilience against 3.
Can I just
Sure.
shoot the rope so that
No.
Sliss
Too
doesn't
late.
get dragged to death?
too late.
Unfortunately, you are still like around the wrong corner of the hallway.
Okay. I figured I was walking while doing the transponder thing, but okay.
Well, you can, but it was a long hallway to get down.
If that had been an
without, taking
option, I would
multiple
have done
combat
it.
maneuvers.
let's see. Oof.
It's gonna be here for like 45 minutes looking each other in the face.
Let me just make sure I got this right because I want to do it right. Resilience is 3, brawn is 5, so that's 2 green and 2 yellow, 3 green. Am I backed up?
What are your skills? What's your brawn and resilience?
Resistance 3, brawn is 5.
Then
3
you would
yellow,
roll
2
3
green.
yellow. Yeah.
What was that?
3 yellow, 2 green.
Neat. Okay. Against 3 purple. You got 5 successes.
Okay, the rope pulls tight. It pulls right out of your hands, sliding on the banister. As the armoire crushes you against the banister. And then things get tight for a minute. The
It
ship
occurs to me that
pauses
the rope
for-
is probably going to snap before the banister, but
There's going to be a point of failure.
Yeah, it's a heavy synth rope. Sliss is not the point of failure. The armoire is not the point of failure. The banister snaps against the massive leverage pulling it up. And it essentially sends splinters flying everywhere. And the banister itself flies up into the ceiling where the pieces of it smash out what remains of the skylight mounting.
Hmm.
And the force pushes Sliss through the banister and over the railing,
Hup.
landing on the second story below. as the rope slides off the armoire.
Second bruise for my ass tonight.
I'm not even going to bother to check if she is all right.
And as you're lying on the ground on the second floor, the armoire slowly tips.
Well,
Can Roland do something like grab the armoire?
You can watch in horror. Does that count? As the armoire falls forward, landing doors first on Sliss.
I think.
I'll be right back. I don't think I'm relevant to this anymore.
Hold on just 1 minute, if you can. You can wait. Yeah, the armoire lands over top of you, and you find yourself essentially inside the armoire as you smash through the doors.
that's fine. I'll just hide here for a second.
Wait a minute.
My shame.
It's not going to pull you with it. Are you going to
No,
be hanging from this plane?
Nah, the armoire broke loose of the rope.
Oh.
And as everyone's standing around, rain pouring on everybody, soaking everybody, droids running around upset.
Not me.
In the distance, you can hear security sirens going off.
I
And
walk over and toss a pistol to Roland.
Just feel like welcome home.
Made this for you.
Thank you.
I feel like he'd take a drag on a cigarette, just kind of blow it out, just kind of look at everything, like
Yeah.
nod a little bit, walk away.
Par for the course.
session over.
Yeah.
Final shot on Roland staring up at the sky through the broken skylight.
Yeah. I'm out of content. Thanks, James.
Fuck.
I think you can have a nice conversation as you fly.
That's the rope.
Oh my goodness.
All right, so let's say 10 experience for everybody.
Cool, thank you.
And who feels like they hit their motivation today?
Oh, what the fuck was my motivation? Religion. Nope.
The scorekeeper is not pleased today.
Yeah, the scorekeeper is looking down at me, like in my shame box.
Do you lose all your points if you capture yourself?
Yes,
I think
but
I
get
think I
them.
might have this time. Cultivating the legend of Rexo.
Yep, that's definitely 5 points.
We sort of discussed love, but no, probably didn't really do much in that direction.
Motivation is justice.
Justice wasn't done today.
But
Nobody got what
Justice-
they deserved.
justice was pursued, and justice was put into the hands of the only person currently capable of doing that, Rexo.
Hey, what's your opposite thing? The bat. What's your for your morality stuff?
Recklessness.
Yeah, that's the one.
Recklessness came up.
Yeah, but it wasn't you so much as
No,
Rexo.
no, I did a reckless thing.
She did pull the ship into the mansion instead of.
She also burned Darkseid to do so, right?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Oh my god.
Instead of, cutting it free and sparing me some property damage.
I think DJ found his own kind of freedom in making things, but not really. It'll probably come up when I break Roland out of some.
Whatever.
Steal him
Look,
from this planet.
let's face it. There's no way I'm going through this arc without getting kidnapped or arrested or something.
The
Like
damsel in
it's-
distress.
it's more or less in the like Destiny.
I gotta go. Thanks for the game.
I'm dying.
10 experience for everybody, plus 5 for motivation, if appropriate, and one last bonus scene.
Okay.
Katri Ferris walks out of a room soaked in water, wide-eyed, looking around, looks at Roland, and goes, "You!"
I'm even happier about my decision now.
And that will
Welcome
come.
home.
That's the name of the session is Welcome Home, I feel like.
Yes.
Please.
Please.
Yeah, that sounds good.
Welcome home.
I mean, there's an easy way out. Just didn't hand you a gun.
Well,
Good game, everyone.
Good game.
Good game.
Easy. I'm going to leave the call and get water now.
Okay.
I'm looking forward to the eventual talk with Roland's mother.
Goodbye, everybody.
Good
Just got
session,
a lot
everybody.
more interesting.
Oh my god. All right. Thanks for running that, Kevin.
Sure.
I'm gonna stop the recording here.
Cool. Can you send me the 2 recordings when you get a chance?
Yeah.